Hello guys, and welcome back to KNC Taxidermy. Remember, as always, to like and subscribe to our YouTube page. I just wanted to come on here and address a common issue that you may run into when getting your deer from another either processor or a hunting lodge or somebody who may have already skinned out their deer, especially out of state with the CWD regulations. You may run into somebody who has cut the base of the ear off and left a gaping hole. And if you do bondo ears like I do, that can be an issue, as all your bondo will leak out the bottom. Now, when you turn this ear out, you wouldn't really see it, and I'll show that to you here in a minute, because it is just the base of the ear, the swell or the bulge at the base of the ear canal. So the hair and stuff is still intact, but when I go to fill this with bondo, it's all just going to fall out the bottom. And then even when I go to put my clay on the form and in the base of my ear, it's still going to kind of make a mess and maybe come out into the ear canal on my form. So what I do is kind of I save when I skin out, like especially my longhorns and cows and stuff like that. I like to save hide, the leather, that when I do the fleshing wheel, I will save tanned pieces of leather that I save for patching. So that's something, because especially with these lodge deer and stuff like that too, or your animals, they have tag holes in the ear, which I just, you've seen me do that before. I will attach a patch on that too, so my bondo does not leak out. So, and those are quick fixes that I use my little patch leather for too. But as you can see, I've closed this one up, and what I'm using is my CA glue, and like I said, my leather, and I spray it first with the activator for the CA glue, and then once I measure out what I'm doing, the hole, I just lay it on there and kind of cut it out around it, and then I will take my patch and glue around the edges of the patch and spray the base of the ear with the activator. And I will film myself doing this one, but right now I'm just talking you through it, so you get an idea of what I'm doing, and then that will close it up. But this is one of the big high fence deer that we've got, and we're getting ready to mount it. So so it came from out of state, and it was skinned on location, caped out on location there at the lodge. And so sometimes you run into this issue, because if you did not cape it yourself, sometimes people do it differently, and you'll run into these issues. So these are my quick fixes, and I will turn this out and show you what it looks like and come right back. So as you can see, that one will be closed because it's actually down in the ear. That was all open, and I will show you on this one what that would have looked like if I had left that open. And if you bondo ears, you know that if you have any holes, that your bondo is just going to escape. So on this one, you can see what the issue would have been. I've got a big gaping hole. See that? There's nothing there to keep my bondo in. When I go to put it in, it would have been hard to form the swell, the base of the ear on the form. Because even when I went to pack my clay, even if I just closed this off and did bondo up here and then tried to pack my clay, when I went to put it on the form, my clay would have pushed out here. It would not stay in the base of my ear. You see that? It's got a really big hole. They cut that whole base of the ear off. So now, with my patch in there, you can see it right there, I have closed that, and that's no longer an issue. I've got it nice and closed. So my patch that I've glued on there, you can see it right there, will hold, and then once I bondo that, it'll secure it even more. So at least now it's closed, and I'll be able to shape my ear properly with my bondo, and it will keep its shape, and I will be able to pack my clay in there and make sure I have a nice swell at the base of my ear, especially on this big deer, because you're going to fill this full of clay, remember, and you don't want all that clay pushing out. You want to be able to keep your swell, nice swell at the base of the ear when you go to put that on the form. So that's why I'm doing this. I hope that helps, and I will show you some more after I get it onto the form, but I'm just going to go ahead now and put the other patch on and let you watch and see how I do that. So as you can see, I started off on the bottom, making sure that this flat side is attached first, and then I worked my way up on both sides, making sure it's even. At first I leave a little bit of overhang so that I have somewhere to place, make sure it's flush while I'm gluing, so that it doesn't stick to my hand or my glove as I'm gluing. And then of course it pretty much, especially to skin, adheres immediately. The CA glue does. But if it's taken if I wanted to go a little faster, I just add a little bit of the activator, and it will pretty much, it's instantaneous. And then I will go back once it's set, and I will trim off that excess so that it's a nice clean. I don't have any wonky edges there. But as you can see, so that is closed with a nice patch. That is not coming off. and it is closed. So now I can turn this back right side out, and that hole is closed. So now I can proceed with bondoing my ears, and like I said, claying the base of my ears and making sure all my contents stay intact and where I want them to. And of course, before you flip your ear back out after doing your big patch on the bottom, don't forget to patch up your little tag holes before you turn it out. So as you can see, I just got my first ear bondoed, and voila! That patch helps so much better to keep all that stuff. You can see there must have been a little pinhole in there where a little leaked out, but no big deal. It leaked out on the patch a little bit, but with some airbrushing you won't even know it's there. But so that's how I fix those open bases on my ears when they've been cut out. So there it is. There's the finished product. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube page at KC Taxidermy. As you can see, there are big things going on here at KC Taxidermy, so make sure you subscribe so you can get notifications on everything that's going on here at KC Taxidermy. We'll see you then.